Welcome to. I'm already getting yelled at in the comments, and I didn't even do anything. Your favorite compas of another jam-packed episode of the Four Compas Show. In this episode, we will get into the latest of the NFL news. Obviously, it's not the deal is not done until the deal is done until the new year. I'm sure a lot of people have learned that. We'll look ahead at the first week of free agency, plus time permitting. We'll do some other things as well. Gilbert, a wild 24 hours to say the least in the NFL. Just how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm surviving.
Grumpy.
I'm like your guy Trey Pipkins. I'm surviving to the next contract the next year, and
Holy shit.
somehow I stick around. I'm here on Compas on the Beat for the sixth season. So I am surviving, Fernando. But yeah, I think it's a lesson learned for everybody because us reporters we kind of know that you got to be careful when you word things between Monday and Tuesday of the legal tampering period. It's not signed. It's not re-signed. It's agreed to verbally handshake, gentleman's handshake, about to
Exactly.
embark on a new journey. Not yet, but the plane tickets could be purchased in 2 days. So you got to be careful when you word things like, trade. Oh, they're going to be loaded this year. Well, they could be loaded, maybe, potentially. Words like that, Fernando, we like to use as reporters.
But like the
Perhaps.
crazy part, but the crazy part is about that, and that's where I'm gonna kind of go and kind of not get angry at Angel or at other people, but like the problem is that like Gilbert and I know this language. We know the stuff going on. We see that stuff. Some of y'all listen to people that have no business talking to you guys. Like fans listen to other fans let other fans get fired up. So when teams start not doing what the other fans said that they should be doing, they get fired up, they get pissed off, and they start getting mad at other people. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I know you guys jump on other shows and they tell you this is who the Chargers should go after. Then they don't go after them, and then you guys get all like, "Oh well, why aren't they going?" Like, that's why I stand back. And if you guys notice on What's Up Bullets, we don't really talk about that kind of stuff because I like staying away from that. Gilbert, I'm sure as well. Like, yeah, we have some names that you're like, okay, yeah, they should go after them. But if they don't, it's like, well, Gilbert is not a GM. I am not a GM. Like, I never count other people's money. Gilbert never counts other people's money. So it is what it is. I mean,
Well,
they're the ones in the NFL. We're
yeah.
not the ones in there.
Ju-
So
Just to answer your point, Fernando, like as reporters, we are told to try to count the money, to learn what's going on,
yeah,
to figure it out, while other people, I don't know, I'm not trying to go down this route, but other people who have shows maybe don't care about cap space. When you're seeing this team should sign that team, we're like, where's the money coming from? So at least you know, have nobody has the time, but if you have the time, look at over the cap or what's the other one?
yeah.
Spot Rack. Like they do good jobs of saying. Honestly, I could have told you pretty much 80% of the guys who got cut. I went through, especially on the NFC side. I went through all the players who might get cut. I remember seeing, oh, Taylor Deckard agreed to come back for an 11th NFL season with the Lions. That's nice and all, but the team has a say. And I see you have $16 million on a cap hit. I doubt the Lions want to keep that. Either you're taking a pay cut, buddy, or you're moving on. Guess what? He got cut. So it doesn't matter if you announce you're coming back for an 11th season. If it doesn't fit the money, it's not going to work. And honestly, sometimes I don't know what's going on with the cap space because remember the things that the Saints used to do: void years, fake years, restructure.
Yeah.
Not everybody does it, so it's a little
Rams
hard
do
to
it now too. Yeah.
keep track of. But like that's the thing. Like some of the stuff you just see out there is to like make you get you riled up. And uh the other thing too, Fernando, and you got me thinking about this time of year. It's like for 4 months you hear, oh, Zion Johnson is terrible. Zion Johnson is terrible. And then you hear somebody say, that guy's gonna make $20 million on the open market. It's like, we gotta keep that guy. We got that guy is good. He's gonna get $20 million on the open market. And it's like people just change based on what they hear. So that's kind of the downside of this time of year where just you hear somebody say
Well,
something and you believe it,
yeah.
but it's always like kind of, yeah, take it in. You want to be informed, but also make your own decision at the end of the day.
But it's like the thing is, and Gilbert, we've been through this the last 2 years, like where fans get fired up with Jim Harbaugh and Joe Ortiz, and we're like, this is what you guys wanted, though. Like, you guys were tired of Tom Telesco. You were tired of all that stuff. These guys have done it differently. They've won 11 games both years. I get it that like Justin got the crap beat out of him. I get that, and I understand all that. But like, they still won 11. I mean, I just don't know how else to put it. Again, I'm staying clear of that just because I'm kind of waiting to see what they're going to be like.
Plain and simple. You don't want to win them.
And not just that, but like Mike McDaniel might be different. Like if this was still Greg Roman, I get it, like the skepticism, but like who knows? Maybe Mike McDaniel thinks, hey, I could have average guards in there, I can have great tackles, and I'm gonna have a solid center. I can do all this stuff. Again, Cole Strange was a guy that barely played right tackle or right guard, I think, last year for the first time in his whole career, and let's see what he does to develop. So it just I feel like, and that's what I was talking about with Joe Morley. I'm like, some Raider fans came at us because they were pissed about what we said. By the way, that videos look completely old now with Maxx Crosby now back in the fold, but they were mad at some of the stuff that we said, and he goes, well, the thing is, fans piss off a lot of fans and piss off other fans, get them fired up, and that's why they come after people. But yeah, I mean, well, and Matthew, that's the thing. You guys don't know what Chris O'Leary is going to bring. Maybe Chris O'Leary is just as good as Jesse. The thing is, there's a lot of unknowns. We don't know. There's like, that's why like people need to breathe a little bit. But I mean, I guess that, I mean, it is Fernando, what it is. I mean, you guys
should see, put it this way, Fernando, you should see some of the comments that I got for my Geno Smith trade grades where I gave the Jets a C+, and people are like, the Jets fans are like, what are you talking about? The Raiders are paying the tab. I'm like, yeah, but Geno Smith is not a good quarterback. Did we forget that part? And they want an A because the Raiders are paying the tab. And it's like, you know, I guess one person's trash is another person's treasure. I guess this time of year, people think whoever goes on their team is better. It's weird.
Do you remember what you gave Russell Wilson to the Giants or no?
I don't even know if I got that one, but that was definitely a snoozer from me.
That was the same. That was the same thing though. Like the Broncos were paying the bill, and he went to the Giants.
I think you're talking about the Steelers one. Yeah, it was Broncos to Steelers. See, we lost track because Russell Wilson keeps moving, but he went from the Broncos, who got let go, kind of the Kyler Murray effect, where you're paying the tab, and then he got the minimum deal with the Steelers, and then somehow you still got another starting job with the Giants. So people think it's going to change for their team. When you're on your third team, I doubt it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But yeah, that's just a little tidbit. I just thought that like fans get other fans riled up about, hey, you guys didn't get the charge having on this guy. That, by the way, Elgin Jenkins, I know a lot of fans were fired up that he didn't get signed. I spoke to somebody in Cleveland and they told me he wants to play center. Yeah, he was a better left guard, but supposedly Cleveland wants him to play center, and that's why he went to Cleveland. So, I mean, that's the thing, is that people don't take the player into consideration into what they want as well. So I don't know. But by the way, I'm still getting all those Mike Evans and the memes about Mike Evans and the generators next door to the 49ers facility. I'm like,
hey, speaking of loony people are believing that guy too. So I don't know.
Which the Mike Evans or the generator thing?
What is he? Engineer, scientist who put it out on Twitter and people started to believe it.
Oh, people still believe that Chow knows what he's doing. Like he started speaking about Maxx Crosby's injury, and people started retweeting it.
Don't even bring up the Chow and Ryan Leaf thing right now, because golden opportunity for us.
I know, but I mean that story came out way too late, so
yeah.
It is what it is. All right, let's talk a little Maxx Crosby, but let's get these guys in here because we have limited time today. So let's get these guys in here. Vic, how are you doing today?
I guess we're not in the business of speculating the speculation thing here, but going off of what you guys were talking about, I kept saying it too with the Chargers, like and Mike McDaniel. It's like they're the Shanahans and the and Mike McDaniel and all that coaching scheme. They're a money ball, like we've seen with the 49ers. They don't even want to pay their left tackle right now because Shanahan believes in his scheme. So you brought him in for a reason. So I'll leave it at that.
I mean, The Seahawks just won the Super Bowl with like 2 solid tackles. One of their guards was a little iffy. Their center was okay. Like it happens. We know how this. You can't have 5 perfect offensive linemen. I mean, if we're being honest. But all right,
got 2 rookies and they made it to the Super Bowl. And now people think they suck, but they still made it to the Super Bowl.
This individual, I don't know if he's ready to go yet or not, but he's always on the go. He's a person that people were asking for where he was at last time. I was like, let's get him in now. This guy is Dan and Dago.
How in the hell are we doing, everybody? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You don't have to ask every time you jump on. Can we hear you?
I know. I don't know why. I never know if this thing's going to work. I got my chip and dip. Of course I'm ready. I'm ready because...
I was going to say, are you dipping because you're excited that a center got $27 million per year?
I love that. I was not a center. I was a guard and tackle, but thank you for almost caring. But what I love...
You shuffled a bit.
What has been amazing, I was a utility player. That's what you do, okay? What I love is the drama coming out of Las Vegas and Baltimore. That's why I got my chip and dip. I saw today a quote on Fox. I think it was by our good friend Eric D. Williams. The D is silent. It said some NFL exec or whatever said, you only do this if there's a career-ending injury. Otherwise, you don't do this. So I'm loving the drama right now. And I'm just glad it's not my team. Again, just like when C.J. Stroud shit the bed and then Drake May shit the bed at the Super Bowl, took eyes off of my program. So I'm excited.
Dan, are you still worried about Eric?
I am. I don't know where he is. I've been looking for him. I can't find him anywhere. I put out an APB.
Obviously, Gilbert, what Dan is talking about is the what happened with the Ravens and the Raiders, the voided trade for Maxx Crosby. So Diana Rossini was on Dan Patrick this morning, and she said that he came in, that they flew him out. He came in, that he was not talking. That he was not talking to. He was not talking to anybody, and he went to go do his physical, and that he came back, and that basically the Ravens think that this year he might be able to hold up. But they don't think moving forward 2028 and further that his injury will be able to hold up. So they thought, you know what, it's best to send him back to the Raiders. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But Gilbert, what were your thoughts when all this happened?
Yeah, like it's hard for me to kind of figure out. Like everybody's playing the blame game, right? They're like, people are saying this is our statement and your statement says something else, and pretty much the Raiders are blaming the Ravens, and the Ravens are saying, what the hell? You didn't leave us any choice here. This guy was pretty much damaged goods here. So, yeah, to me, like I kind of like, people are crushing the Ravens, but I'm like, if this guy came in with the bad knee and he's not ready to go for the season, it's like, what do you expect? You're going to give up 2 first-round picks for a guy who's already 29 years old. But also on the flip side, are you dumb, Baltimore? You knew this guy was coming off 2 injuries back-to-back seasons. It's like, why agree to it? Now you just look like you can't come through on your deal. Like, you're not a gentleman. The handshake agreement, nobody could trust you anymore. So you lose that, the Costa. But I get it. You got to protect your team, and if it's going to ruin your reputation, I guess you got to do it. But overall, it just kind of, it's messy. It goes back to our conversation for the start of the show, Fernando, about this time of year where everything's not a guaranteed. It's not a promise. Things could change very quickly until, like, even the Bradley Chubb thing made me laugh. At 1 p.m. Pacific, the Dolphins said, thank you, see you later, you've been released. At 1:01 p.m. Pacific, the Bills said, welcome to the new team. You're on this side now at the AFC East. Like, these things are just, like, you say you can't do anything, but they've been talking for weeks or even months here to get these deals done. So to me, it's like, just start it now. Like, just start after the freaking Super Bowl or the Combine, so we don't have the Maxx Crosby trade. At that point, if you agree to something, that's on you. You screwed up for saying yes originally, and then they got to wait to back out. To me, it's a little unfair. So I guess now that I'm talking, I'm kind of leaning more on the Raiders side. But yeah, Baltimore, I get it. You saw something, you had an opportunity to back out of it. They did it. They maximized it. And now what they were talking about getting also Hendrickson together with Maxx Crosby. I kind of wanted to see that, but it's not happening.
You know, they should have seen all the videos of Max playing basketball when he was shooting those videos and uploading them to his Instagram, but to see if he was healthy or not.
Move.
Vic, go ahead. I saw you shaking your head from the beginning.
Yeah, because I went on a tangent on our group chat, and it was just like everybody knew this. You had Ian Rappaport put out a statement during Super Bowl about, the possibility of a Maxx Crosby trade, right? And that he wasn't going to be able to pass a physical till what, sometime after the draft or something. So we knew this. The fact that, the Ravens history, if you go back, whether it's been, back in 2004, 2018, we've seen this from the Ravens, and it doesn't matter whether or not it's Ozzie Newsome and now it's Eric DeCosta. This is a thing with the Ravens. There was also a reason why they've never traded a first round pick, and this is part of the reason is that other teams don't trust them because of this. And so now you do this, and you see the fact that I even said it like in a group chat. Watch, it's if they go and they sign Trade Hendrickson, this looks completely bad on the Ravens. And honestly, I don't blame the Ravens. They decided, hey, this isn't illegal. We can just back. What is it going to make us make? Is going to make us look bad? Who cares? Like, we are in the business of making the Baltimore Ravens better. So from that standpoint on the Ravens, look, congratulations. It's just bad karma, and I'm actually looking forward to the owners' meetings in a couple months, because you're gonna have that awkwardness where everybody's gonna look at the owner of the Ravens, the GM, and you're gonna have coaches as well. Like, this puts Jesse Minter in a tough situation as well. Like, he had something good with Maxx Crosby because it allows him to run what he wants to do. With Hendrickson, he's more of a guy that's gonna, rush the passer, and he's a liability on the run game. So it's a mess in terms of the Ravens. And then I heard Adam Hill, and he was talking about, like, for once he said, I don't even know where the Raiders go from here, because you're practically screwed at this point, right? Like, you had
Everybody
two
spent
first round
money.
picks, you had money that you had already made, that you had put out for different free agents, and so everything was set up for you to go and attack this the right way. And now you get screwed by the Ravens and their indecision, and so this puts them in a bad situation. And like I said, I even said, I kept saying I'm cautiously optimistic, because things always happen with the Raiders. And in this case, it's not even them. It's another team that ruined their opportunity to be able to rebuild quickly. And now they're just having to sit there and see what happens. I don't know what happens with Maxx Crosby. You're not going to get the value that, of the 2 first round picks. So it just sucks for John Spytek and the Raiders and what they wanted to build. But it also just looks really bad for the Ravens.
Before I go to Dan, Rossini also said that the Baltimore Ravens are not allowed to share any news, any of whatever they got from the doctors about Maxx Crosby's knee or whatever. They are not allowed to share it with any team, because
of the
he was not a
thing.
member of the Baltimore Ravens yet, because it was not the new league year. So, like, if she said the if the Cowboys called, the Ravens would have to hang up the phone, because they can't know. And the other part of it too was, shout out to Joe Morley always. The other part of it is that she, like, Dan asked her, because this was in the morning. She, like Dan asked her, so right now the Cowboys could go back and say, hey, we don't want Rashawn Gary. We can rescind the trade and go and engage with Maxx Crosby. She's like, yep, they could have done that. They could do that if they wanted to. And I was like, wow, can you imagine if they would have turned around, done that to Green Bay, and then went to go get Maxx Crosby? That would have been crazy. But like you said, Vic, and like we've been saying, the money is not there now, because teams have now spent money and they've gone out, and a lot of people the well has kind of dried up. I mean, I'm even surprised Baltimore was able to conjure up what they did for Trey Hendrickson, but I don't believe they would have been able to make that work, Gilbert. The Trey Hendrickson and Maxx Crosby, that's too much money. But that would have been exactly what they wanted. An edge rusher who can set the edge in Maxx Crosby, and a pass rusher who can get after the quarterback like Hendrickson.
The whole thing is
yeah,
just
go ahead,
crazy
sorry.
to me because I was saying from the beginning they should trade Maxx Crosby. Now's the time. And now that I was like, oh, the Raiders are moving in the right direction, Gilberto again. This is probably one of my favorite things that you've ever said of trying to get out of the mediocre cycle and just hit the reset button. I thought it was a great strategy, and now it just kind of blew up in their face, because you signed Lindenbaum, exciting.
Oh,
'cause
that's
you
not
think,
official,
okay.
by the way.
Oh, well, there you go. More devil witchcraft. So nothing's
Not
real
official
in the
yet.
age. Nothing is real in the year of 2026 right now. Could you
That'd be
imagine if
funny.
the Raiders lose out on both? That would be a bad start to the Clint
that'd be
Kubiak
hilarious.
regime. So,
Yep.
but that's what I'm
Hey.
saying. Like the drama that's come out of this is just hilarious to me. I had no idea you can rescind trades and do all this stuff. Like I had no idea that was even a thing. Like that's actually kind of crazy to me. So
there was
Can
I think our friend Cam Inman put that in 2000, I was about to say 20, in 2000 like 2, I think it was, or 3, the Ravens rescinded a trade for Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
So then he got traded to the
repeat
Eagles.
offenders, in other words.
Many
yeah,
times.
exactly. Go ahead, Gilbert.
Yeah, I was gonna go going off what Dan said about the mediocre cycle. I kind of want to see the Raiders in the cycle this year because, like, you already have the quarterback. Potentially,
Wow.
I can't just say guarantee anymore. Right after what happened,
Not official, Gilbert.
yeah, you may not select Fernando Mendoza with the #1 pick, but if you do and you have your franchise quarterback, I would not be mad if they kind of go 8-9 and 98 with Maxx Crosby because I kind of want to see what they do with Maxx Crosby, with Quay Walker and Kobe Dean, and then the other side having Linderbaum. Like it will kind of be a sneaky fun team, and you could be a middle of the pack fun team when you have a franchise quarterback. So hey, sometimes you kind of get what the Commanders did with Jaden Daniels right away with the rookie quarterback. Maybe you make a nice playoff run. So if you keep Maxx Crosby, you actually have a team that could maybe be a fringe wild card team, but you're still going to be mediocre. But I kind of want to see it because you do have the quarterback, and maybe that could be the fun side here for the Raiders. It's like you're not repairing the right way to be a real contender because they're all playing for the Super Bowl. But from that standpoint, it is what it is, and you want to make the most of it. I kind of want to see it if they keep them.
What's crazy too is like, what's the relationship going to look like for Max moving forward with the Raiders if he stays?
Yeah.
Like you already saw it was getting kind of nasty towards the end of Pete Carroll. R.I.P. Eric hasn't recovered from that one yet, but the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl at least helps him out a little bit.
Alex Guerrero, hey, welcome back to the team.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you're supposed to just like handshake and hug like nothing happened. Like, how was the trip to Baltimore? Did you have a good time? Like, that's going to be interesting to me moving forward because I mean, there was a lot. It was just really weird towards the end. I don't remember, maybe he quit on the team. Maybe he didn't. I think Lamar did last season, but that is what it is. It's just interesting moving forward. Like I almost hope they get Hard Knocks just to see all this. But I mean, even though they don't show you anything on Hard Knocks anymore, but
he was back at the facility at 6 a.m. So
wow,
he was.
Yeah. Rossini said that he showed up right away.
Yeah.
What a dog. Because he's a Raider for life. Just that, couple days he was a Raven. That was just that was like a bender. He was.
Hey man, you got that tattoo
on
him.
Whoa. No bender. Hey, by the way,
I forgot he's recovering.
He said he's 6 years sober, but I saw him smoking something.
Huh? No, he's drinking.
He's gonna say weed doesn't count.
Oh, weed doesn't count?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That's recovery.
No, he smokes cigars. I haven't. I don't know about smoking weed.
Okay. Because he's like, I'm 6 years sober and I saw him smoking something. I was like, whoa. I'm like, that's like in 2.5 Men when Charlie Sheen's like, I quit drinking. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm just all I drink are beers now. And the lady asked Alan, he thinks he quit drinking. Yeah, and he actually thinks he did. Like he just quit off the hard stuff. But
improvement.
But no, you're right about the relationship. I mean, how are Tom and him doing? How are him and Alex? Because we all know Tom and Alex Guerrero are a package deal. Alex Guerrero is going to be in there. Yeah. He's the one doing everything.
He's still an issue. He's still an issue.
Yeah,
that's a trainer, right? Who does all his things to him or whatever, right?
Yeah. So
in the
Black Magic
or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I'm sure Fernando Mendoza is looking around going, what is going? He's probably, what is going on? Like,
Jesus, give me the strength for this team.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna bring in a bishop or something and be like, hey, can you throw holy water around this facility? Like,
Please.
what
Just
the hell's
not the
going
one
on?
from just not the one from San Diego.
Oh no, that was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
The Chaldean one. That
Did
guy's
you hear
crazy.
about
You guys
you
hear
hear
about
about that story?
Well, no, I think you're talking about the one for the Chargers for the training facility.
No.
Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa,
there was
whoa.
a
That guy, I'm sure, is a great guy. Not this guy, supposedly,
Oh, okay.
allegedly.
so
I
this
did not know
guy,
that.
this guy,
Allegedly.
there was a Chaldean priest here in San Diego who he would go to TJ to go donate time and donate money and all this stuff.
Guess where
When
he
they
donated
found
his
out
time?
he
I was
was
gonna
going
say.
to brothel, he was going to brothels, he was going to Hong Kong.
He took a
On
trip to
Friday,
Asia.
on
Nice.
Friday, they put out an arrest warrant. They caught him at the airport with $250 or $100,000 in
Allegedly.
his bag, allegedly
Allegedly.
trying to get on a flight to Germany.
What?
He's like, oh, I was gonna go donate time over there. No, he was running. So yeah, he was.
He's been
Allegedly.
using the money
Look it
from the
up.
church for all that.
Yeah. Like he had asked for a special donation to take down to TJ or whatever, and they said that he spent his time down there. Like
He was
That-
helping.
That's why I don't give anything. Even if I go to McDonald's and like, hey, you want to round up for charity? I'm like, F off, forget those kids. I don't know where the money's going. Give me my happy meal and call it a
children.
day.
Exactly.
the children.
Anyway.
But finishing up my thought on this, I mean, again, I agree with all three. I thought the Raiders were on the right foot moving forward. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna call Maxx Crosby a cancer of the team or anything, but like that drama was already out of there, and you were able to kind of rebuild and do your thing now. And I wonder if what they're doing right now is trying to get Linderbaum to kind of take less and try to negotiate that with him. Be like, hey, how about we turn it into a bonus? We do this, we do that, we do all these gymnastics to get this in. But I completely I'm interested to see what the next few days are going to look like for them, because like Vic said, when the owners meetings happen, everybody is going to be enticed in where everybody is except for one person. Mark Davis. He's just gonna be looking around like that dude's crazy. Like when
Tom
Gilbert
Brady
and I saw him
instead of Mark Davis.
when we saw him at the boxing fight at the it was Tank Davis. He was just kind of walking around and this and that, and I'm like, gee, like you would never think that guy's an NFL. And then he had a little backpack on his back like Dora the Explorer. I'm like, nobody would ever think this guy's an owner of an NFL team. Like, what are we doing? Right now, some news just came in that Kyler Murray will be taking a visit to the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday.
This is such a joke. Visits.
Yeah, who do you think you are, Kyler Murray? You think you're Peyton Manning from freaking 2015 to take a visit? Come on.
No, it's such a joke.
I'm at a loss, but Gilbert, do you think they're hampering JJ McCarthy if they bring in a Kyler Murray?
No, but it looks like an obvious like you're admitting that I'm gonna say fucked up last year. Like when you let go of Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold. Like honestly, in a way, I'll call myself out. Frauds. I did say you wasted not waste. Okay, I don't know McCarthy. You used the first round pick on JJ McCarthy. I'm like, might as well see what you have in the guy. Like you're not gonna bring back Sam Darnold, so why would you go and flirt with Aaron Rodgers? Remember that time of year? So I did say that, but like I'm not the one there scouting the guy. I'm not the quarterback whisperer. I'm not the guru that watches McCarthy every single day. Kevin O'Connell should have known that, hey, this guy is not ready. And I get it. He also didn't play or practice his rookie year because he got the torn ACL in the preseason game, and he looked pretty good against the Raiders that preseason game. But it was the preseason, so for whatever reason,
Lance looked great too.
Yeah, I guess. So for whatever reason, they said that was enough, and they handed him the keys, and they moved on. So, they got burned doing that, but you can't do it again. You got to bring competition. Even when this guy was in week 11 or 12, he wasn't good. He can't complete passes. I think he completed 48%, something horrendous like that. He's mobile, but he can't read a defense just yet. So, I'm okay with Kyler, but can you make it a true competition? Like, you make Kyler Murray also earn it and fight with McCarthy for this heated battle in the summer? Like, don't hand anybody the job. If they hand the job to Kyler, then that's where you screwed up. Like, even last year, what's his name? Brian Dable gave him the job to Russell Wilson when you drafted Jackson Dart. Let them duke it out. Come on, at least, why are people afraid of competition? That's my issue here.
Oh, well, supposedly Kevin O'Connell's going to sit down with him and be like, Kyler, you're going to compete for the job.
Take off his headset from the video games.
Well,
Yeah.
Kevin's
You know what?
6'5",
Yeah.
and Kyler's like 5'10". So
You know what's crazy though, too. On top of it all, like you have the head coach who resurrected Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones. You have two. I think they have two great wide receivers. They have a good tight end, some running game, and you still
Addison needs to stay off of the
stop speeding,
Stop driving.
stop driving, get an Uber, buddy.
Uber.
You know what I mean? But like you have pieces. It's not like they're missing a number one wide receiver or missing weapons on offense. You know what I mean? That's the part that's crazy to me. You know, again, I just don't know, going back to what you said, the negligence of drafting a guy in the first round who threw 10 passes in a national championship. Like, what are we talking about? Or maybe that whole playoff run, like, that's where, like,
does Justin Jefferson ask for a trade this offseason?
Yes, get traded to Los Angeles to me, not those bastards across the way.
You're bringing in Kyler Murray, give me a trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Big, you think he asked for a trade?
I don't think so. It has to be really bad. And going back to Minnesota,
I thought he was patient last year, and I told you guys on this show,
yeah.
I didn't think he was going to be that patient. I thought he was going to be like AJ.
Well, dude,
Brown.
no, he looks like a humble guy from that show on wide receivers or whatever.
Yeah,
he has like a normal house. He just said what he spends on is the ice, as they say, the ice.
Go ahead, Vic. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, now you kind of look at that quarterback draft class, and it's starting to not look good. I mean, you have if it happens, you're gonna have Kyler Murray replacing JJ McCarthy, and then you have Tua replacing the quarterback down there with the Falcons. So I mean, it's crazy how this works. And I guess my question to you guys is, like, at what point do you stop drafting quarterbacks in the first round, or do you just continue? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just continuing to take shots, and maybe you find either a Sam Darnold or you hit on a quarterback in the draft, I guess is what you do.
Frau, look at the Angel sent you a message. Why don't you look to see what he put?
Oh my God. Y'all are wild with that.
I think at least in my opinion, I've been saying this again since I saw and I beat this one like a dead horse. Since I saw Peyton Manning with no arm or neck win a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, I will always build the team around, and I'll never overspend for a quarterback. All you need
How do you throw a pass like that?
You know what's funny? Some Charger fans wanted Tua as their backup quarterback, and Dan.
Yeah, right. Get out. That's the thing I was going to tell you is the funny part. Could you imagine the throwing Samoan beats out the other lefty? Like, that's crazy.
Actually, Victor, you should make that as one of our one of these predictions for the season preview. How many games or over under starts for Tua this year, or more than Michael Penix Jr.
and JJ McCarthy?
McCarthy.
You know what? Who starts more games this year? Tua Tagovailoa or JJ McCarthy? Or no, sorry, Michael Penix or JJ McCarthy? Who starts more games?
We're all for that. Just throw them in there.
Yeah, for real. Might as well.
I just think it's wild that he's gonna take a visit. Like, dude, you don't have that many other teams that like want you. Like,
Jets has got Geno Smith, buddy. That's it. You have Minnesota.
Yeah, and I mean,
especially you could. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I
was going to say you could revive your career there. I mean, I know he can't see over the offensive lineman. He doesn't spend a lot of time working, supposedly, but you have weapons there. That's what, it's just so baffling to me. Maybe they got to, put 6-inch heels into his cleats or something, but you can.
Imagine he takes like a whole week to think about it, and nobody else is calling him. Like, what should I do here?
He's gonna grab the what's the little magic 8-ball
or the 8-ball?
Shake that thing up. Yeah.
Go to the cold.
So is it true? I read somewhere that Kirk Cousins is going to talk to the Raiders as soon as he becomes a free agent. That's a smart move. I mean, if you can bring in Kirk, he maybe starts the season off, and then you bring in Fernando Mendes. That's another
prayer circle, man, off the chain.
You said what?
The prayers and that prayer there. Like, imagine every feast, every meal. Just, every huddle break down the prayer circle.
One's Catholic, one's Christian. It'll be interesting to see.
If they would get to 12 wins with both of them, I'd remind you of this.
Yeah, play. Gilbert.
Oh, it's the same shit to me, but yeah.
Whoa.
Blasphemio.
Aren't they both praying to the
No.
same person? But okay.
Not really. No, it's different. It's different.
One has more prayers than the other because
Don't worry, Dan will inform you next Saturday.
Exactly.
It'll be
And
fun.
there's two people I got to go talk to about a certain, thing we still got to do. So.
Hey, it won't be at a church, I'll tell you that. But yeah.
Whoa.
Trust me, I'm expecting it to be at a circus or something. I don't know. Where are you going to do this thing at? I'm going to have you're going to get the clown is going to be an officiate or something or whatever.
They're gonna, yeah. All right. Real quick, let's just touch on, what do you guys think about Trey Hendrickson going to the Ravens? We didn't really touch on that.
What? That's how much he got? Wild.
Yeah.
I've been in a hole, dude. I'm in a I'm in a hole.
Well, the
Basketball
funny thing
coach, they won their game yesterday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Congrats,
That's great,
man.
Grand. I hate basketball, but
You're doing well. You had the triangle offense out there, probably.
that's what I did. I said,
Dude,
hey,
How
One of our
would you
buddies-
stop Bam Adebayo from scoring 83 points?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Foul him.
pissed off about that. I'm
Foul him.
pissed
Same
about
here.
that. Dude, one of my buddies before one of Dan's games where he was head coaching, he goes, dude, just run the 1-3-1. He's like, what the fuck is that?
I literally said, get the fuck away from me, please. Let me go do this.
Is that
Let's
zone
see
or
what
man?
happens. I don't know. Zone, I think. I don't care. I don't care. Like, please, God, just let me do this.
What Dan, you were the one that was surprised. What did you think about the Trey Hendrickson?
Yeah, isn't he like he's good, but isn't he like 31, 32?
Yeah.
Was he was hurt all of last year, no?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's
Keep
what I'm
going.
saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, well, whatever. I mean, that's why I'm not a GM, I guess, but or an agent. But I don't understand.
He probably took his foot off the gas last year.
Well, maybe because he already had that holdout issue, I think, at the start of training camp. So, I mean, again, like, I just think, I think the Ravens had a lot bigger issues than just an edge rusher. But what do I know? I mean, maybe they worked their witchcraft on the contracts and they can sign other people. Like, I think last year Lamar had a hard time with pressure, maybe. I don't remember. But like I said, I don't think they're a pass rusher away. They've get steadily like kind of slumping, I think, 2 seasons in a row. So especially with the new head coach, it's going to be interesting to see how different it is and everything else. So
and they lost Isaiah Likely. They lost Rick.
Well, I think Lindenbaum's probably going to be a big loss also if he leaves. Which again,
still not official yet, but sure.
Well, yeah. But again, like at least you're trading a lineman for a lineman because I guess he counts as a lineman, a defensive end, or edge rusher or whatever fancy terminology you want to use. But, I'm not a fan of it. I wouldn't spend that much money. Well, not on him. If it was a young guy, okay. Like I was even surprised how much Oweh got. And he went to who again?
The Commanders.
Oh yeah. The Commanders, they paid a lot of money. Now I'm kind of like, okay, I get it. We didn't pay him because of that, but it is what it is, I guess. I mean, why don't we use the franchise tag? What happened to that thing? I thought that thing was still alive.
Well, but but you take the money that the 5 top edge rushers are making. No, the top guys, and then you divide it by 5 or something like that. And you get the
and you take a massive cap hit for 1 year too. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move money around. That's a problem.
So like if the top edge rushers are making like $33-34 million, you would have had to have paid him like it's a 1 year, $30 million deal.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like at least he's 25. You're like, okay, he's 25. Like, okay, let's invest in him. Like that's my whole thing. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure he could play into his 30s, and he'd be 34. But again, 112 million, like that's a lot to me.
Well,
it probably is more of a 2-year contract.
Well,
yeah, it's probably some fake money. But the funny thing about that, Dan, is like he was holding out. When I say holding out, he was waiting for a couple days, not the first wave, because he wanted to get like more than $30 million per year. That's what he wanted from the Bengals last year. And the Bengals were like, hold up, man, you're older. Why would we pay? So he's definitely productive, but I think he found out the hard way when the market opened up, he wasn't going to get 33, 34. That's what the top edge rushers guys make. And if it wasn't for last year's injury, maybe if he does it a year, like the year before or the last year, if he does it because he's coming off, I think, back-to-back 17.5 sacks, he might get that money. But he came off from an injury. He's older, and he did not get the money that he wanted. And then I don't know if I believe DaCosta about pairing him with Crosby, but let's be real, you're a plan B, so you weren't even the top option on the market, and you thought you were. So it's he's a good player. But when you're one dimensional, you know, that's what happens as well too. So he took up obviously $28 million per year is still a lot, but he did not get what he wanted.
Vic.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy too the way this all worked out, because you guys were just talking uh about Odafe, and like if the whole Maxx Crosby thing doesn't happen, does Odafe go to the Commanders? Are the Commanders in on a trade? Like, it just, this is why, you know, now you have Trey Hendrickson here kind of settling for a contract. I don't know, like, that's a lot of money too. And then I guess we're waiting to see if he passed the physical, because he's also coming off of an injury. So I mean, there's a lot there, but I wouldn't have paid him that much money. And then you're kind of seeing too from the rest of the league, and that was one of the takeaways too, is like a lot of GMs are prioritizing dudes that are between 25 and 27. That's why I'm with Dan. Like, if I'm a team, I want a guy who's like in 25, because they're still ascending. Like, Hendrickson might be he's already going down. Like, why are you paying him, you know, money when that it would go for someone that was in his mid 20s? He's going towards the bottom now. So I don't know. I don't like this for the Ravens. And like I said, I just don't think he fits what, you know, Jesse Minter is going to want to do with that defense.
Yeah, he's gonna want somebody to set the edge, and that's not what this dude does.
Yep.
Either way, it'll be fascinating to see all the excuses they make for Lamar again, because last year, I forgot, what was it last year? I think it might have been that they got somebody
He was out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but when was the year they were saying, with the whole Maxx Crosby thing, they thought that was enough for them to win a Super Bowl finally?
Well, he had that one tweet where he had the Denzel Washington, the boom, the gif, and he had boom, and then what are you saying now? I was like, crap.
Well, Rossini was saying that she could see a scenario where if they don't win this year, Baltimore, and
you watch a lot of Rossini, huh, Fernando?
I was about to say,
she was on everywhere. Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, I watched like Dan Patrick and Rich Eisen.
Either the white guys or the woman. You went with the woman, and good for you, Dan.
Fernando. Good job, Fernando.
I listened to your coworker yesterday, so I mean, I listen to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Screw you.
What's going on in Kansas City?
Well, no. What all I was gonna say was that she said that basically, if the Ravens don't win this year, Lamar might be in the same situation next year, where he's like, I want out. I'm done. Like, we're not winning.
Let's hold up a mirror to Lamar Jackson and see why we're not winning. Like, what are we even talking about?
Do that when you're 28.
I don't know if you saw the stat. I saw a stat somewhere. Again, don't quote me, but it said a quarterback who's had the number one defense, number one offense, always wins the Super Bowl, except 1 year. Guess who that 1 year was? Your boy, Lamar Jackson. So,
I can't wait for Gilbert's reaction on this one.
One-time finalist.
Gilbert, what did you think of Bradley Chubb signing a 3-year, $43.5 million deal?
They set me up, huh?
Yeah.
This is like Von Miller signing there last year. Like, I get it. Bradley Chubb's a good player, but like, what is he, 30-something? He had a bunch of.
But he's coming off, like, didn't he tear his ACL like a year and a half ago?
He missed the entire 24 season because a year before he had some pretty bad injuries. But he managed to play every game last year. It's just his production wasn't really there. So that contract to me is a lot. Again, it's all funny money. You never know. But I think I saw it was guaranteed, $29 million. So if you, I don't know, do the math divided by 2. If it's 2 years or 1 year, I'm not sure. It's still a lot of money. 15 million or 29 million. That's a lot for a guy who's coming off injuries, approaching the wrong side of 30. I think he was a first round pick in 2018. So it's been a while for Bradley Chubb. So he's never been a guy. In a way, he's kind of always been like a poor man's Khalil Mack. Like, he doesn't rack up a bunch of sacks, but like he can set the edge, but he can't stay healthy, and he's not as durable or as polished as Khalil Mack. And Khalil Mack is older, and he's way better than Bradley Chubb. So that kind of tells you everything. So to me, it just, I don't know. The Bills, like, they kind of have the retirement home for edge rushers, Joey Bosa, Von Miller. So here we go again.
And what's crazy too is, again, another edge rusher they add, they still won't make it to the Super Bowl. That's the craziest part. That's why like everybody was panicking over McDermott. I'm like, really? I'm like, I thought they waited too late to get rid of that guy. But now because they hired just the offensive coordinator,
Joe
just
Brady.
promoted him. No, I know his name. I was just saying his position
sorry.
first. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to be like that asshat who's on the cow herd or the herd or whatever he calls his stupid show. Joe Brady, and that's going to be interesting to see what happens there too, because again, you have two teams basically running into a wall year after year. I mean, besides my team, but my team has too many demons to even tackle to begin with. But those two teams have been prime time ready to go. And the year that the Chiefs aren't in it, they can't even make it. The Ravens didn't make it to begin with.
No.
And we can blame the kicker all we want. But the Ravens didn't make it to begin with. And then the Bills, prime time ready to go, probably started seeing the lights, booking their flights to San Francisco, fell asleep at the wheel, and then crashed when they played, I think,
The Broncos.
The Broncos. The Broncos, for God's sake. So,
Don't forget the Bengals. Everybody likes the Bengals this time of year.
Of course.
Vic,
Of course
Vic, I have another one for you. Who's more likely at this point next year to ask for a trade, Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow?
Oh,
I'm kind of tired of Joe Burrow too. I'm kind of tired of him. I'm not gonna lie. His stupid haircuts, his weird.
I love how everybody said he was hanging out with Jessica Alba to not be graphic, and all of a sudden Jessica Alba's like ex-husband or boyfriend or whatever puts a picture of them, both of them together on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
that.
like, this guy's a simp,
It's
but I'd simp for that too.
You're an idiot. That is so dumb.
Her boyfriend's like 15 years younger, I think, something like that.
Exactly. It's a joke. Get out of
I'd
here.
go out with Jessica Alba.
I'm not saying I wouldn't go out, but to simp, come on. There's no upside. She's on the wrong side of 40. She's on the wrong side of 40, like Gilberto says.
Well, the wrong
Give me that Honey Daniels all day, every day.
Nope.
Come on.
Like Kevin Garnett said,
the-
she tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Simp for Liv Morgan, simp for Rhea Ripley, someone in their prime time, Sydney Sweeney, prime time.
Wow, you ages.
Hey, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to take a ride, but I'm thinking long term here.
No.
I'm thinking long term.
You guys are terrible. You guys get them going about the.
Here we go. Moose P. Jessica Alba is overrated. Is that KD on the photo?
Overrated. Come on, get out of here. KD's overrated.
The pot call it. Never mind.
You guys are smoked. Or no, you're smoked. She is not overrated.
No way.
Who's another one from the 2000s who's like peak? It was her.
What's her name?
So who would you take, J-Lo or Jessica Alba?
No.
They were like around the same time.
No, Alba's way better.
Than J-Lo?
Like now, now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But
J-Lo
I mean, is Jessica Alba gonna help you get out and give you an alibi?
Hey, J-Lo's a ride or die. Ask Diddy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, nice
Allegedly.
reference. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Like we've lost the plot here.
Hey, don't worry. Just wait till I can work Bronco in here, and then our good buddy Hall of Famer. Oh my God, you really had to dig this up like it matters. Look, get a haircut.
Rumor. Get the hell out of here. And then she posts her boyfriend the next day on Instagram to make sure the rumor is not true.
Yeah.
Well, that's all weird. Like they were out. Who cares? Why am I even getting?
He's the guy from what's that show, Victor, with Pascal? With the zombies.
Oh, The Last of Us.
He was in that. Her boyfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have pulled.
Are you talking about Alba or J-Lo?
If we're being honest, most women that age that are in Hollywood, hate to break the news to you.
They have worse problems than just that. I'll tell you that.
Well, allegedly. All right, let's go back. I agree. The Bradley Chubb, like, I'm kind of like, what? Like, I didn't even know he could. Oh God. Let's just bring Robert D in here and let's
talk about. Yeah, exactly. Go watch Housemaid if you haven't seen it. I'll free promote
Bradley. Gilbert. I didn't even know Bradley could command that much money.
I was shocked. Yeah.
It blew me away today when I saw. Oh God,
he picked up like that right away. Like the Bills were like, "We're gonna pull a fast one on you guys."
I said, "Oh, never mind." Yeah, no. I completely agree. I thought it was a lot of money. I was in shock. I don't know what you guys thought, but that's a 3-year, $43 million. Like, and it's probably funny money, but still, I don't give a shit. I thought that was crazy.
It'd be crazy.
You know what? Let's see this. He's been under a rock. Let's see if he knows this. Dan, the Colts have re-signed Daniel Jones to a 2-year, $88 million.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is
They could
that
go
per
for
year?
100 million,
44?
by the
That's
way.
$44
Yeah.
million per year.
He's gonna
Dan.
make
That's
50 this year.
50
What a
this year, my
joke.
bad.
If he
What a
plays well,
joke.
it's $100 million.
Dude,
Yes.
what a joke. This is so like the NFL is just starting to turn into a mediocrity league. Like, it's crazy. He had a good 10 games. I think before that, was he with the Vikings before?
Yes.
Has Sam Darnold been 2 years with the Seahawks or no, right?
No,
No,
Sam
not
Darnold
one.
did 1 year
Wait,
with the
so-
Vikings, 1 year with the Vikings, 1 year with the 49ers, 1 year with the
Yeah.
Vikings, 1 year with the Seahawks.
That's
Daniel Jones came in
crazy.
halfway through the year where last year when he got benched with the Giants, he asked for his release. He spent half of the season with the Minnesota Vikings.
That's crazy. And they're already paying this guy $44 million. Like,
Well, no,
that's
he's going
why-
to make 50 this year.
whatever the case is, like, that is ridiculous to me. This
Yeah,
guy,
coming off
for
the
lack of a
torn
better
Achilles, by the
term,
way.
yeah, he's coming off the couch basically. You know, he hasn't played a lot of football playing well, so
Like if you're gonna get rid of Anthony Richardson, wouldn't you go get if I know they probably don't like him, but I would go get Kyler Murray if I was them or Kirk Cousins or one of these guys
Yeah,
to
for a
protect
minimum
themselves.
deal.
'Cause- Huh?
For a minimum deal, like you got him for $2 million. This guy's
Yeah.
getting.
'Cause
Yeah.
I
And
know that
you
they
have to
really
pay
like the kid.
You couldn't afford both guys, Pierce and Jones. You got rid of your best receiver, I thought.
yeah.
I know they like the kid out of Notre Dame, the kid that Phillip Rivers has been coaching up, and he's in
Leonard.
Alabama right now working with
Yeah.
him. But what's the
Riley
guy that lost the
Leonard.
national
Leonard, Riley
championship?
Leonard.
Riley Leonard, yeah.
Yeah, he
They really
screwed
like
it in
him,
the
and I thought-
Natty.
I thought he had a good game against Houston last year at the final game of the year. He had a pretty good game against them, but then obviously it all unraveled, and then Houston
Didn't
ended
they
up
bench their
winning.
players?
Uh-huh.
Didn't they bench their players halfway through the game?
No. No, when they had their starters in there the first half, he was doing really well. It's when they benched him that he started playing like shit.
I'm with you though. I would rather I would rather get Kirk Cousins cheap. I wouldn't get Kyler. I don't want him, but I'd rather get Kirk Cousins or someone else cheap and build a good team around him. Like, all you need him to do is exist. The 3 seconds when he snaps the ball and hands the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. All you need him to do is not turn the ball over the few times you'll have him drop back or play action. Like, my goodness, what are we doing? At least you know this guy watches film and works hard. He just
They
doesn't
lost
have
7
zip on the
games in a
ball. Like,
row. The
He's what?
Colts last year. They lost 7 games in a row after the wheels fall off. Like that
Yeah,
was also
exactly.
on Jones. Like, come on.
but don't worry. You know what? Speaking of which, this is so disrespectful, this topic, that you guys are slandering the Colts on making this decision. It was International Women's Day 2 days ago, and Carly
We're not doing
Ursay
this.
Gordon has got this. So I want you all to apologize. She has her notepad. She probably wrote down Daniel Jones at all costs. So I'm sure we're good to go.
Rossini
Vic,
talk.
your
You got
thoughts?
Charlie Ursay.
I was
Alba
gonna
talk.
say the last two topics, I guess, is Brandon Bean and Chris Ballard. I don't know how those two have a job,
Yep.
but hey, here we are. I'll say that. I mean, I don't understand these deals at all.
No, and I mean we already know what happened with the Colts. They brought in Dan's favorite quarterback of all time.
No, don't even remind me. I hate that guy.
Right this second? Yes. I'm not sure.
Damn.
I don't
what a
even know what
guy.
the question was. I know. I don't even know what the question was.
Oh my! They asked him what his current weight was at that moment.
Oh yeah, I don't know why he looked so red. Like, was he hitting the bottle before he got up there or
He was
something?
embarrassed
Like,
about his weight.
yeah, well, I guess I mean,
And-
we all are.
This is for you. Boltillo's asking, "Hey, Compas, I'm late. What are your thoughts on free agency for the Chargers, Dan?"
I think they'll be fine. I'm glad they signed a center. The blocking tight end thing was weird to me, but I mean, I guess they signed Trey Pipkins again. I'm not happy about that one. He should have been gone. Who
He has
else?
black man on the team.
Clearly, Khalil Mack, I'm good with. 18 mil might be a lot for someone who's kind of up in age like that, but I mean, I guess whatever. Who else am I missing? Did they sign anybody else?
You're not excited about the long snapper being signed?
Oh, I want the punter gone. That's the next news I need. The punter has to be gone. I'm tired of J.K. Scott.
They They got Trevor Penning back, another lineman.
Another one. Yeah. Well, I thought he was okay. Like, I thought he was okay. He was better than I thought Mekhi Becton at times, which, again, I'm not trying to rehash old history, but why they kept some of these guys in the game, I have no idea. But
by the way, Gilbert, if you're wondering, I did finally come out and tell.
I was
story
just
getting
ready to ask that, Fernando.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Oh yeah, the Mekhi Becton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So everybody was like trying to
back
get
to the team on a cheap deal. Watch Fernando.
what?
He's gonna come back to the team on a cheap deal.
To who?
To the Chargers.
Yeah, so we could do some UFC in the Bolt, probably.
No, he I didn't say who it was who got mad at or who yelled at him and got in his face and everything. I just said it was a leader of the team. That's all I left.
Regardless of who did it, like anybody could have said it after what he's been doing or what he did last year.
Oh, I know. And Gilbert, we were there for training camp. Like he would be doing, like he would just lollygagging, not giving a shit.
Pig
like
on
you're just
skates. Too many pigs on skates last year.
Wow.
Last one, and then Gilbert, the Cowboys are trading for. Hold on.
Oh yeah. That one wasting my time right now, but yeah.
Who are they? I really hope
Adigazua.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Every time I see, I want to say also, but it's Osa.
For a third round draft pick, Gilbert. This will tie in with your takeaway, but what's your thoughts about what the Cowboys are doing so far in free agency?
I don't know
because they just paid this guy 4 years, $80 million last offseason.
I have no clue what Jerry Jones is doing. Like when he did the Micah Parsons trade, I'm like, finally, you're gonna start fresh. No more top-heavy rosters. No more 8 and 9 bullshit. Like, I don't know why Minnesota's in it, but yeah, also they're clueless. But I don't know what's going on because like I laid out for you, they go from we get picks from Parsons, they say, and then they go, you know what? Actually, we could get Quentin Williams. They lose a first-round pick, and then they go chase Maxx Crosby. You know what? They could maybe be a quick fix away. And they go trade for Rashawn Gary. And it seems like they're going to go, they're like, at least you know what you're doing. You're trying to be a playoff team. You won't be a Super Bowl contender, but you're trying to go Crosby. You got Gary. You got Quentin Williams. You got a trio with Osa. I can't do it. Osa. You got Kenny Clark. So at least you got something in the interior, right? You want to build your edges. You got Gary. You were trying to go for Crosby. It didn't work out. And then you go trade one of these guys, the guy you paid $80 million last year. So to me, it's like, do you want the draft picks? Do you want to start from scratch, or do you want to be a quick fix that could be a wild card team? But hey, at least you're in the news. You're winning some games. You get a playoff game or two. That's what Jerry cares about. Now I have no clue. You get a third round pick. Cool. You get younger. And then I started looking at the salary cap. You only did that because of all your reckless moves that are so short sighted. Where like, you now have salary cap problems. They recently asked Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Tyler Smith to restructure. Cool. They got under the limit before the new year. Yay, happy new year. I hate that crap. But now you got past it. They were in the red again after getting like guys like Gary and somebody else. They were in the red. So now it's like, oh, crap. I think we spent too much. The restructures weren't enough. So now they go and trade Osa Odigizua to the 49ers, which I like it from their standpoint, but the Cowboys, I have no idea what they're doing. It's kind of like he's like, you know what? I like that today, and tomorrow I'm gonna hate something else. So you have to do a secondary move to kind of make sure the other move is okay for the team. Not for the 49ers standpoint. They had a big hole in the middle. They pretty much said Warner and Bosa, save us because this team is freaking young. Can you just carry the team, which is, not a badass. Those are 2-star players right there, but they got hurt. That was a problem. So the 49ers said, we're not going to do that again. There's no Robert Saleh either. So we get a third playmaker. We got one in the middle, one on the edge, and one on linebacker. So from that standpoint, they look like a good front. The problem is with Osa Odigizua, also, whatever. He's a specialist. He's more of a pass rusher in the interior. He's not a run defender. The reason why the Cowboys were terrible against the run all those years because they couldn't set the edge or they couldn't stop the run in the middle. So you're paying a guy $16 million per year to just go after the quarterback. that's fine and all because the 49ers were last in sacks. They had 20 sacks a year ago. So they want a specialist, but to me, that's a high price. And you coughed up a 3rd-round pick. So from that standpoint, it's kind of like a B grade to me. But the Cowboys, I should have failed them with my grades here, but I gave them a C. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They just want to be average. He cannot help himself, Jerry Jones. But for the 49ers, I guess I like it.
I just don't get why you would trade with your arch rival, though. That to me is weird.
That too, in the conference.
Yeah, in the conference. Yeah, exactly. Like that's weird to me. So I don't get that.
Vic, why don't you give us your takeaway?
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he take a smaller deal with the Cowboys, even though he got more money from the Commanders, and now he gets traded? Like,
no loyalty.
It just looks bad.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Whoa,
Vic,
whoa!
give us your
I already
takeaway.
told you what the other day was. You better stop that right there. Oh. Oh, there you go. It goes real quick to some thought over there.
After
Our
that?
boy
It
Chris
goes
Rim.
Chris
Our
Rim.
boy Chris
Oh,
Rim.
wow.
Then it goes to some thought a second later.
Yeah, our boy Chris Rim. Look at him. Bam.
All right,
Dog.
What about the
Dog.
other B reporter? Where's Popper at? What is he doing? Let's give us the whole stories.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
if he's doing that. I don't know.
Oh.
If he's doing that. I know what Eric's doing.
Yeah.
What
What's
is
he
Eric doing?
What's Eric doing? I want to
He's
see.
at Moe's. He's at Moe's.
Oh,
He's at Moe's.
Nice. That's very, very professional from Popper there.
There you go.
Seems like they're like at the Athletic, they're doing more and more of like that. Like I saw he was on a podcast too, like a sit down one at the in Indy. I was like, oh wow, they're doing a lot more of that
Video,
stuff.
video's paying the bills nowadays in digital media.
yep.
Yeah, no, Boltillo, we are not asking Dan that kind of stuff.
We're screwed, boys. He's in love. He needs to be angry.
Oh yeah, look at a simp.
We're screwed.
Simping.
Hey, that's a girl you simp for. She's fire and she's under like 25, I think.
She's 26.
Okay, in her prime.
He hasn't
Still
Prime.
ascending.
Vic,
Yeah,
what-
exactly.
what's
Like Vic
your
said,
takeaway from
still
the-
ascending, or someone said still ascending.
Vic, did you already give us your takeaway?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Like
sorry.
I just feel bad for Odi Asua. Yeah, I feel
Dan,
bad for him.
do you have a takeaway from the free agency?
Yeah, I have a takeaway. Is it August yet? Because after free agency comes this thing I hate the most, the draft.
The
No,
draft.
I hate August, Dan. It's preseason. Can you say September?
Yeah, but at least you're seeing real football. You're not doing this stuff of, oh my gosh, Lamar gets Maxx Crosby. They're going to the Super Bowl. Like, oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Because the
Oh.
Super Bowl's won in, what month are we in? March. Yeah, there you go.
We should give up. We should trade Trey Lance for a 1st-round pick.
I wish I would take that in a heartbeat. Come get his ass. I'd even take a 4th rounder.
He's
for
a free
him.
agent. You don't even have him.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Get him out of here. He was terrible.
Who's gonna be Justin Herbert's backup?
You know what?
He was gonna take his job at one point.
Of my favorite
Yeah.
quotes. One of my those people are idiots. One of my
What a
favorite
guy.
quotes. His name, I think, was Tom Moore. He was an old school. I think he was an
I know.
offensive coordinator for the Colts a long time.
Yeah.
They asked him one time in practice why he doesn't let the backup quarterback get snaps in practice. He said, "Listen, if Peyton goes down, we're fucked, and I don't practice fucked."
I love it.
So that's exactly my thought when it comes to Justin Herbert and backups.
Well, again, appreciate everybody. I am one of those that is very angry about Bam Adebayo. I'm pissed at the Wizards.
Me
You
too.
guys are pieces
Yeah,
of
for
shit.
real.
43 freaking free throws. How the hell
How
do you
dare you
allow?
pass Kobe Bryant? You
That was-
freaking
I know.
jerk.
I don't get how you go to the line 43 times. Like that's crazy. That tells you how soft the game is.
Can't even shoot
Cool.
threes. How did he even get there?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
like
the Heat were fouling and making sure he went to
Dude,
the free. It's just bad.
did you guys see like other head
NBA's a
coaches?
joke.
Like JJ Redick shitted on it. The guy from the Rockets,
Oh
he
yeah.
shitted on it.
They always
Everybody
do
was
it.
kind of shitting. Like Victor Wembanyama shitted on the 83 points as well. Like
Nobody
people
liked
were
it.
pissed.
God, such-
No, I
Yeah,
used
man.
to watch it. Boltillo, but then LeBron came to the Lakers and just totally took over the league and ruined it for me.
Dude.
I can't watch
That
anymore.
81
The
point
last-
game for Kobe.
last-
What a memory.
Yeah, the last basketball I actually watched legit a full season was the year that it was the bubble, and after that I said I can't do this anymore. This league is too soft. I can't do it.
Would you guys say that the 61 through 3/4 was more impressive by Kobe than the 81?
I
Well,
thought it was
yeah, because
62.
he was in his 40s, I think. No, or
No.
but
He's
No,
not
no.
talking about the Utah Jazz game. He's talking
his
about
last
Kobe
game of the
at
season.
that was 60 and 4. Yeah.
No.
Farewell.
Vic is talking about there was a game against the
Yeah,
there was a
Nick.
game
The
where Kobe
Mavericks.
had 62 points in 3/4 against the Mavericks.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then
Like
they
a
pulled
nice
them or
total.
something,
Yep.
right? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what's my favorite memory? Amnesty that. When when the douche from the Mavericks, Cuban was like, if I was the Lakers, I would amnesty Kobe Bryant and get him out of here. Like, he's old. And then Kobe dropped like 40 or 50 on them, and he goes, amnesty that. I was like, damn.
Kobe
like,
to me
that,
is the
like,
greatest of all time. I don't care what anybody says. I would take Kobe over everybody. Not just
I
because
love it.
he passed away and everything else, but I was always a Kobe guy. I like Kobe.
But now
over
everybody's talking shit because he's gone. Like,
Who's talking
everybody
shit?
talks shit. Like athletes, like Tracy McGrady's like, well, if I was on the Lakers and with
Oh,
Shaq, I
my-
would have won all
These
those
guys are
rings too.
so lame. These guys are
They
so
know they wouldn't be
lame.
talking this much shit if he was
These
still
guys
around,
are
but-
that was like the well, never mind. We don't have to go through that.
No.
Never mind.
All right. Appreciate everybody so much. You guys are the best. We will be back next week with an individual who I know I always invoke him, but
Oh, hey. Hey. Whoa, hey. Somebody. I'm glad.
I'm
we need to do a
gonna reach
wellness
out to
check.
Eric and see if
We need a wellness check.
look at it. They're trying to rage bait Dan.
Angel, that movie was ass. I didn't even waste time in watching it. Just like when he was in Trainwreck or whatever, that was just as stupid. Terrible film.
John
Terrible.
Cena was great in that movie.
Speaking of terrible films, we saw The Bride over the weekend. Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible
Wow.
monster movie. It was like some weird thing on acid. I don't like artsy fartsy. Good film, Dracula. You know what? You should watch Dracula. That was a good Catholic film for you. You should watch
Later,
it.
Oh,
both to you.
okay.
Oh, I did want to let you guys know Jorge did tell us that he will no longer be on the show coming into the chat because he joined the military and he was going to basic training
Shout out.
starting
wow.
on Monday. So
Shout out.
on our show on Saturday, he's like, hey, just wanted to let you guys know, like, it's been awesome. I love you guys. I'll be
Yes.
back.
All
I'll be
right.
back whenever
knows
I'm
what I'm
back.
talking
I
about.
will be back and I'll
Shout out
jump
to him,
in.
man.
He's like, for the time being, I'm not going to be
Yeah,
here.
for
So I
real.
was like, oh,
Yeah.
fine, I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Jorge.
Thank you for the support, Jorge. Best of luck to you, sir.
Hey,
Yeah.
asshat, don't talk over us.
I didn't talk over anybody.
Come on, it was a Jorge
Nice.
moment. Come on.
It's a Jorge
I know.
moment,
That's
man.
true. But I saw we were talking about tatas. I got excited. I was like,
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. We'll be back next
You know
week.
what's funny?
If anything
You know what's
crazy
funny
happens,
before we get out of
Hell
here,
out of here.
I was saying Herbert should go for Sidney Sweeney. I got the adjacent too. I'm a genius.
you got the
I'm a
brunette
genius.
version.
Exactly. I'm a genius.
Okay.
I could do.
Appreciate
I could
everybody. You guys are the best.
better.
Gilbert, get us out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Save the tatas and don't overpay for players. That is the
Exactly.
lesson for the day.
You're
Time to
gonna
get
say don't
going.
overpay for tatas.
Well, some people could. Y nos vamos, pues. Vámonos.